Let's talk about getting the states of models relative to what's active in Creo Parametric and putting that data into Excel. There's actually a couple ways to do this. And if we type in the get state command for the model object here, it's going to by default look at the active assembly, but you can also specify another assembly that's in session. So if you had a bunch of assemblies in session, you needed to go look for the state of components across multiple, you could do that pretty easily. The other thought here is you need to specify which specific model you're interested in. And there are going to be situations where you have multiple versions of that model assembled into an assembly at the same time. And this will handle that. It just produces a status report in a cell that we'll just kind of demonstrate here. So it does need a worksheet to write to. So we're going to put that worksheet in here. And also let's just write it to like cell B5. Now in this particular case, we're going to take the active assembly and I'm going to put in something simple like grill.prt. So when we run that, you'll notice that it writes out that that is an active. It's currently an active state within Creo. If we came in and said, and let's say we suppressed that in Creo manually, we'll say, okay, suppress that, and it's suppressing all of the children associated with that, obviously. And we ran this, then it would come back and say that is currently suppressed. So what happens if you have multiple items, like an item that has more than one instance assembled into it, like screw here? So in this particular case, we'll notice that it returns back a list of each of these items that and their current states in the order they're found. So we see suppressed, 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 and that goes along with the items that are here. If we come in and we say, you know something, I want to let me clear memory and erase that, put that back up, and let's just turn off like the second one or suppress that one. Now if we run this, you'll notice that it brings back active, suppressed, active, active, which is what the sequence of this is in the assembly structure. So that's basically how the function works. You can use this with multiple assemblies in session and address them specifically. So if we came in and said, let's say I have this base box assembly, and let's say that we were interested in speaker.asm, and I'm looking for the screw.prt. Even though that's not the active assembly, it's going in and looking and it's coming back with the information that we requested, which does still show active, suppressed, active, active according to report.